Today we read from A Year with the Church Fathers by Scott Murray. Everyone is a slave to something. Worldly people presume that they are free, but they are really slaves to their vices, to the dictates of society, fashion, or popular culture, and these are stern taskmasters indeed. Those who are so enslaved think they are free, when they are truly slaves. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free, so that we might serve one another for God's sake. He has freed us to be His servants. He is the Master who frees us to be His slaves by becoming a slave of death for us. Our taskmaster has a light burden and an easy yoke. We are the most free and most bound. And now this from St. John Chrysostom. You were bought with a price. Do not become slaves of men. This saying is addressed not only to slaves, but also to free men. It is possible for one who is a slave not to be a slave, and for one who is a free man to be a slave. How can one be a slave and not a slave? When he does all for God. When he does not merely pretend to serve and does nothing out of eye service toward men, that is how one who is a slave to men can be free. Or again, how does one who is free become a slave? When he serves men in any wicked service, either for gluttony, desire for wealth, or for office's sake. Such a one, though he is free, is more a slave than any man. Consider both these points. Joseph was a slave, but not a slave to men. Therefore, even in slavery, he was freer than all who are free. For instance, he did not yield to his master's wife. He did not yield to the purposes that she who possessed him desired. Again, she was free, yet no one was ever so like a slave, courting and pleading with her own servant. But she did not prevail with him who was free to do what he would not. This, then, was not slavery, but liberty of the most exalted kind. What impediment to virtue did he have from his slavery? Let all hear, both slaves and free. Which was the slave, the one who was entreated, or she who did entreat? She who asked, or the one who despised her supplication? Amen.